Wow, it looks so dark. Oh, wait a minute. Hello. I'm back. I'm trying to figure this out. Hold on. How y'all doing? Look, it's saying expedite. Hi. Now I need to go down a little bit. There we go. Oh my God. Oh, y'all can hear me? Okay. Hey. Oh my gosh, guys. I've been doing a lot. So I'm a little crammed in here. But anyways, what's up? How you doing? My name is Miladies. I'm your spirit shifter here, guiding you on your journey towards self-awareness. We live on TikTok. We live on YouTube. Don't worry about my background TikTok. All right, so today we are going to be doing shadow work. Dun, 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 dun. So I'll explain what shadow work is because I know a lot of people look at it as something being excruciating and dark and yada yada yada. So there's 3 stages that we're going to be doing today. We're going to be going into what patterns your shadow wants you to acknowledge. We're going to see the lessons that your ancestor is helping you master. And we're going to be getting some spiritual guidance on how to move from whatever is excruciating to a purpose. 9 out of 10 times, the things that we are preventing, the things that we are hiding, the things that we are avoiding is actually what's going to propel us and push us forward into the reality that we desire to be in, right? So when we talk about, I'm trying to see if I say right a lot. I think I want to shift that. So bear with me. So when we talk about our shadows, we're talking about the things that we were taught not to do. The I'm not enough, or the I am too much, or the this is not who I am, but yet your patterns and your behaviors say this is the type of person that you are. The word shadow came from Carl Jung. Everybody know he was that um, psychologist, if I'm not mistaken. He wasn't a psychologist. He definitely was a researcher that deepened us, deepened our understanding in what's going on here in our unconscious mind. So he basically expresses that our shadow is our unconscious personality, right? Again, these things that are all the way back here that we don't tap into because it was suppressed, it was ignored, right? So this could be anything. This could be you not still allowing yourself to learn how to accept love or accept assistance, or again, when I say moving past the pain and into purpose, it's like if you are somebody who has a trouble receiving assistance from other people or asking for help, yet you struggle with certain things in your life but you don't ask for no help. Asking for help could actually bring that pain into a purpose and you could finally get things done. All right. That could be somebody's shadow, but we're going to get into the cards. All right. Oh, another thing. Yeah. Cause I got my notes. So I wrote some things down. Another thing when it comes to spirituality and the shadow, we can be carrying some of our ancestors' wounds and some generational thing or energy that did not heal, and it just keeps passing on, passing on, passing on. And we can see that through money, we can see that through love. Patterns really explains to us what needs to shift. If your grandmother did this, if your mother did this, 9 out of 10 times, if you didn't do anything to shift it, surprise, surprise, you know what I mean? And for us, a lot of us grow up saying, I'm not going to be like this. I'm not going to be like this. I'm not going to be like this person, that person, that person, that person. And when we turn around and we are at the age where they were at, we are kind of like doing the same thing that they were doing. And I know myself, I was doing things that my mom's was doing, and it's things that I didn't like. And I learned how to redirect that. It takes time. It does take time, and that's what we're here. So I'm gonna be nosy and see what's up with you. Let me know how y'all feeling. I have, hey Gabby, likewise. I have a couple of videos out, so you guys go and check that out. This one is here is just to help you get through this time right now. So we got the beloved. Let me see what it's called. What it's called again? Because I don't want to mess it up. The beloved dead cards. These are the cards that we're gonna use for our ancestors. We got these cards for our birthday this year. Hey. All right, so we'll use that, and then we use the in between tarots to see what your shadow is saying, and then the 1111 oracle we'll use for the messages. So yes, each zodiac sign is getting 3 cards. So we will be here for a while. Come back if you choose to. And look at your sun, moon, and rising. Remember, you are a multi-dimensional being, which means that you're not just one thing. You're multiple things at one time. So therefore, yes, you need multiple tools to figure yourself out. So imagine this is what I'm like. People be like, oh, this person doesn't know me. I don't think you know yourself. Unless you've been doing the shadow work and you've been doing the work, a lot of us, even if we 40, 50, 60, we still don't be knowing who we are. So let's figure that out so that we don't expect other people to tell us who we are. Because we also don't like that. Oh, don't tell me who I am, but do you know who you are? Don't get me started, because we'll go in circles. Hey, Maria. All right, so y'all know we started with Aries. Remember, look at your sun, moon, and rising. I might eat a banana in between all of this, all right? I don't know how long we're going to be together. I don't want my sugar to go down. And thank you again for the 800 subscribers. You guys are amazing, are amazing, are amazing, are amazing. I'm steering things up. The pot is steering so that we can be doing a lot of things in this channel. So get ready. I'm coming big. Just been preserving the energy. I had to do the hermit mode this year, but I've been doing good. All right, Aries. Let's see what patterns your shadow wants you to know. The angels and archangels, thank you so much for being here. Woo, and protecting and for guiding. First and foremost, I'm already feeling with my Aries the anxiety. When did y'all start getting anxiety? So just one of the things that I want to share for my Aries, focus on breathing. I'm happy to see you too. I love y'all. I'm alive, y'all. I'm alive. Aries, breath work. Breath work, breath work, breath work. Ground yourself. All right, let's see what your pattern is. The King of Coins in reverse. So the patterns that they want you to look at is 1, acknowledge your finances, right? You guys are not acknowledging your finances. You guys are just in a way working, but you're not really acknowledging your finances or acknowledging yourself. There's a sense of where even when you have accomplished a lot of things, there's still something about my Aries sun, moon, and rising where y'all still don't feel like you're enough. So the pattern here is to acknowledge yourself. Acknowledge. Let me just keep going. Acknowledge yourself. Acknowledge what you have been going through up to this time, right? Your shadow is you acting like nothing is wrong, right? Let's acknowledge that you might still not feel satisfied even when you have accomplished things. So, I seen, my bad. I just seen a light over there. Y'all don't start coming in here doing things. All right. So, and then also overworking yourself. I also see with the King of Coins is you again doing the most, and there's no reflection. And maybe it's not doing the most. Maybe it is in your rhythm to do a lot. But where's the reflection? How do you acknowledge yourself? How do you say, I am enough, this is enough, and now I can sit and bask in everything that I've built? So your shadow is telling you to acknowledge that working so hard does not mean that you're still satisfied or that you see yourself as being accomplished. Right. Like, she's not even happy. Look at the little girl. Not happy. I feel like for my Aries, as long as you include, that's also your inner child, right? You're not acknowledging your inner child. Are you happy? It goes back to that. Are you happy with what you're doing? And when do you take a break? Acknowledge taking breaks, acknowledge your finances as well. Some of y'all need to look at your finances and stop acting like you ain't got them debts that are going to be free in a couple of months when you're going to be debt free. So check that out. All right. What's your ancestors helping you master? What is your ancestors here to help you master right now? So that you can ask for help. If you don't ask for help from your ancestors, you have God, the angels. I don't know whoever passed away, whoever it is that you consider your ancestor, right? Because this could go deep. All right, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Hey, hi everybody. Oh, your ancestors is helping you master change. Interesting, isn't it? You get this, and then they're helping you master change. Change does not have to be excruciating. Like, even look at this person, is like, oh my God, I gotta change. What's going on? So your ancestors is saying to you, let us help you. Right? I even think that you're even dancing. So this could look like you're falling or you dancing with your ancestors. I'm sorry, TikTok. So here, one or the other, I don't know. You figure it out what you're doing. Are you dancing with your ancestors and letting them help you with the shift, or are you fighting against it? Your ancestors is saying, we're here to help you master what you are here to overcome. If you're ready to shift your finances, we're here to help you with that. If you're ready to shift the way you approach love, we'll help you with that. If you're here ready, what are you ready to shift? They're here. They're open, and they want you to understand that if you don't tap into them, they cannot help you. If you don't acknowledge that they are around, how are we going to help you with the change? And then some of my Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, oh, life doesn't care about me. God doesn't care about me. But who are you opening yourself up to help you with this change, even if they are in the unseen? Because they're here to help you master that. Once you understand that a change is to elevate you and to put you in the reality that you asked for, it's going to be easier for you to acknowledge right, this shadow energy of you being enough and allowing yourself once again to experience life. Because I feel like some of my Aries, yeah, have allowed yourself to be a bit stagnant. Right? This person is kind of like stuck. They want to move forward, but they stuck. All right, now they coming in and helping you with change. Stop playing with the light. All right, and with the oracle, your spiritual guidance. I like this. I just came up with this the other day. Spirit was like, you got to go and do this shadow thing. I was like, okay. For the people. All right, what is your spiritual advice? Aries, including astrology, when we include astrology, this makes a lot of sense when we include astrology, because that whole shift with Saturn and Neptune going into Aries really basically shook our foundations, because Saturn is coming into Aries to set the bar straight, to bring in structure. So for the last 14 years, Neptune was in Pisces. A lot of my Aries, we might have been just floating. And so now when Neptune goes in there and Saturn goes in there, from April until about July, it was like a shock. But now that Neptune and Saturn are back in Pisces, you can feel a little at ease. And so as you get this message for your shadow, it's basically expressing to acknowledge that shift that just happened and ask yourself if you're ready for that, because it's coming in. All right. Here you have make a sacrifice. Now, the advice here, the spiritual guidance is to make a sacrifice. Where we at? Right here. You can see that? All right. So when I see making a sacrifice, oh, look, and the angel is ready there to help you out. Look at you. Ooh. All right. Because I feel like it's like, come here, make a little sacrifice. We got you. What does that sacrifice mean to you? Is it time? Is it shifting your priority? Is it not hanging out with Paco and Billy and paying attention to yourself? Is the sacrifice stop being a warrior and helping other people with their problems, right? It goes back to that. Because a lot of my Aries, we tend to be there for a lot of people. So now it's like, what sacrifice are you going to make? The spiritual guidance here is make a bit. And again, sacrifice doesn't have to mean that I'm not doing this anymore. It just means, okay, for the next 2 weeks, I'm going to focus on this. When I hear sacrifice, I hear commitment. I hear consistency. I hear discipline. So the advice here is to bring in discipline, to let your ancestor bring in change so that you can shift what you do not want to acknowledge, which is your finances, that you are enough, that you don't have to do too much. And yes, it's time for rest. All right. 1 down, 11 to go. All right. Taurus, Tauro. How y'all doing? The angels and archangels, thank you so much for being here, for protecting and for guiding. We are pulling the shadow card that Taurus is here to acknowledge. Ooh, a lot of y'all are hiding stuff. I feel it all in my stomach. All right, Taurus. First thing I'm hearing is, yeah, I know that y'all don't hang out with a lot of people, but y'all know a lot of people. Right? So the first thing that I'm hearing, especially during this shadow period, to protect yourself. Protect yourself, protect yourself. Whatever it is that you do, speak life into yourself, speak protection over yourself, so that you can be able to go through this period. Because there's some people out there that no matter who they are, family, friends, acquaintance, it's a lot of rolling eyes and side eye, bombastic side eye energy coming your way. So yes, one of the things I would say again is to protect yourself. All right, so you see, you got the double card. All right, Taurus, you have to allow yourself. I'm saying it like that. Sometimes I'll be like, oh no, you don't have to. You have to allow yourself to let go of. You see this with the double card? Look at all these. This is all of you. So there's a part of you. I'm gonna say right. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. This whole everybody here is you, including this person on the horse, right? This is you guiding those parts of you that you do not want to acknowledge. And I'm gonna say right now, there's about 6 parts of you, Taurus. I know. Oh, yes. 6 different aspects of you that you have not acknowledged, that you have not given it light. There's an avoidance that's been happening within you. Maybe for all of you is not 6, but there is a couple of things in your life that you still have not acknowledged. And with the devil card, like I said, there's secrets there. You got to tell me your secrets, because I don't know what they are. But here, right, it's saying to me, I don't. Right now, I enjoy where I'm at. I don't want to go and cross over, right? For some people with the devil, oh, that's the tree, the forbidden tree. But here with the whole shadow situation, I just feel like you're preventing yourself from getting with these energies of you not wanting to let go of those parts of you, of not even letting go. My apologies. You're not acknowledging that part of you is preventing you from getting that prize. This is how I see it here, right? The glass to me is you not facing yourself, right? Some of y'all probably still not even standing in the mirror and maybe accepting who you are, your body, where you're at right now, right? I see with the tree, this also has to do with some of you accepting your body, accepting and acknowledging that this is the meat suit that you have, for this lifetime. And what are we going to do with it? What parts of us do we not like so that we can go ahead and bring more love towards that? Right? I know some people that don't like their lips, but what do? They now make their lips, right, pain to purpose. Now they make their lips their priority, getting the best lipstick ever, and whatever the case might be, or wearing the glossiest lips ever, and then they learn to accept that side of them, right? Nourish your body. Nourish your body. With the devil card, I'm just feeling like there's some all right, like you're ignoring certain parts of your body. Go to the doctor too. Go to the doctor, see how you're doing. But here with your shadow, and then you've been carrying this for a while, because look at all these people just carrying this. My bad, y'all. I'll be forgetting. All these people are carrying this baggage. So I also feel like for some of you, this is that generational baggage, right? Tap into what was the love language for some of you guys growing up, because I feel like some of this baggage is, oh, why is my love life blocked? Right? What did your mother do? What did your grandmother do? What did your grandfather do? What did your father do? That type of energy for some of you. For others of you, you're not letting yourself be seen. So that's another part of you. You're not letting yourself be seen, the whole part of you to be seen. In general, it doesn't have to be in the public. It's just you not allowing yourself to be seen with your family. You're not allowing yourself to be seen with friendships. There's a part of you that some of y'all don't even come on, Taurus. Some of y'all are hanging out with people that you don't even want to hang out with because it just feels comfortable when you're not really truly being your authentic self. So there you go. There's a bunch of layers for some of you. So tap into that. Backwards, devil means lived. Just like I said, from pain to purpose. So if you can acknowledge those parts of you and you can bring down the weight, you'll be able to start enjoying your life again. Taurus, I just feel like you're another one who you haven't been allowing yourself to live life because of this pain. And I am gonna get there. Yeah, some of it is sexual pain. I'm not even gonna lie. I was trying to prevent that, but look, some of y'all is like sexual wounded pain. The person is half naked. The devil card. It's a lot of Scorpio energy, right? Drugs. Some of y'all are doing drugs on the low and you're not letting nobody know. I don't know. What you need help with, Taurus? I know it got deep real quick, right? All right, what is your ancestors helping you master? Right. I'm even hearing the word addiction. What are you addicted to? It could be even food. Expectations. They are helping you master not expecting. I'm even hearing not expecting the worst. Some of you guys are constantly thinking about the what ifs, the what ifs, the what ifs. So here they're helping you master not. You see how the chair is empty? Master not expecting something after doing something, if that makes any sense. Like this gift and reward energy, they're saying like, okay, yes, do the work, do what you have to do, but don't always expect for to see things happen so quickly. So I feel like you guys do this. If I do this, then I'll get this. If I do this, and that makes a lot of sense because y'all are earth energy, right? So with the earth energy, everything is in a sense more on that material level, whether you like it or not, right? So with that being said, when you guys do things, you have to see the rewards right then and there. And they're saying, look at her wings. They are behind her, which means that you don't expect acknowledgement for doing things that you're meant to be doing in your life for you. Like some of you guys may want a reward for accomplishing a certain type of thing, but that's your goal. That's your intentions. You'll be happy about that, right? If people notice it, fine. If people don't notice it, also fine. But for you, they're just saying, get back into the space of doing what you desire to do and have fun with it, and not necessarily expect anything out of it. Like if you're healing your childhood trauma, the expectations that your therapist is going to help you heal within the next 3 months, drop that. Just get to the work, and they're going to be helping you master not expecting anything, but getting to the work. That's what I keep hearing. Just start. And she's your ancestors. The ancestors is like, "What's up? We've been here for a minute. Grab that seat." I feel like when you decide to look in the mirror or go through your subconscious mind, go to therapy, write things down, observe yourself, you will be able to then start a plan on how you desire to shift the patterns that you have going on that's preventing you from being the best version of yourself. Taurus. That was a lot of y'all. All right, the spiritual advice here. Wow. All right, so I have manipulation. So they're saying avoid being manipulative. Oh my God, hold on. So you guys got to avoid being manipulative, right? So I feel like it goes both ways. And it goes back to that expectation. Again, if I do this, then I get that. So the spiritual advice here is do things because you desire to do it, be authentic with it, and try not to skip steps, right? Manipulation comes in when we want to skip steps. I told you this was not going to be like a beautiful flowery reading, okay? So if y'all was expecting that, dun 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 dun. All right. So avoid being manipulative. There are some of us out there who are doing tick for tack energy. Let's move away from that, right? Because one way or another, that's going to reverse back to us. And when we're in that space where we're just like, oh, I passed it, I healed that, and it comes back to us, it can activate us to be manipulative again. So the avoiding of being manipulative is, again, another shadow energy that it can be surfacing if that was who you were in the past. Because some of us have moved away from that manipulative energy, but when we get triggered, that can also come back. So I feel like through this energy, you might get triggered and start mirroring energy when it's being thrown at you. So just be careful with that. All right. So the spiritual advice is to look out for any manipulative actions. Taurus, y'all got work to do. All right. Gemini. Gemini, sun, moon, and rising. Shadow work. I'm seeing a lot of this. Gemini's just talking. I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just seeing y'all conversing. Shadow. My Chiron is in Taurus, and I've been eating out a lot during my birthday week. I do love food, and I'm trying to eat healthier food, which is a challenge, especially sweet. I feel like when we take the food that we enjoy and we convert it into a healthier version, we can still enjoy it. So one of the things that I always suggest is to look at on TikTok, Pinterest, and see what foods you enjoy and make it different. Like, you know, a lot of us like eating sandwiches, right? But if we're trying to avoid the bread, then have a lettuce sandwich where you have everything on a lettuce, or have it on a wrap, or you know, have cookies and, you know, lunch meat. I don't know. But there's so many ways for us to take the food that we enjoy and turn it into something healthy. All right, Gemini. Ooh, the Knight of Swords. Gemini, why are you letting yourself beat yourself up? I feel like the shadow part of you is you're not acknowledging. First and foremost, look at the fairy right there. Look at the fairy right there. Gemini, your shadow is shadowing. Wow. Okay. Swords, mind, right? Communication. That's why I've seen a lot of chat, 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 talking, 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 talking. I don't know if how you're talking about yourself is right. The way you're talking to yourself, the way you see yourself is bringing you down. So what your shadow wants to acknowledge, wants you to acknowledge is the way you talk to yourself, the way you talk about yourself, right? The way people can't, they can't really talk about you if you're not talking about yourself in that sense, right? So what my uncle will say, what people don't know, they can't talk about. So if people are saying things about you, I'm hearing is because you told them, right? So there's a lot of all right, Gemini. You have to pick yourself up. Pick yourself up. Pick yourself up. Pick yourself up. Your mind is in a space of bringing you down right now. And I feel like it's the other part of you that is like telling you, hey, I need help. I need help. I need you to face this. I need you to face that. Like I'm hearing a lot of childhood trauma for my Geminis, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And I'm also hearing not being heard, right? Some of you guys, the shadow is saying, speak up. For others of you, they're saying, take a hermit moment. What are your behaviors? What are your patterns? I do feel like some of you guys are drinking. All right. I feel like some of you guys are, using substance and putting yourself to sleep early, like escapism, I'm hearing. So there's a lot of escapism with my Geminis. Your thoughts are really attacking you at this current time. One of the things that I can say here is to really get out. One, get out the fucking house. Get out the house. Get out the house. Get out the house. Oh, where am I gonna go? I don't know. Go see a therapist. Go get. For those of you who enjoy meditation, start that ASAP. For those of you who, I'm hearing it, every Gemini has a friend somewhere. I need y'all to talk to people, but talk to them in a way that they don't know you. Because a lot of people already know who you are and they already know what you have experienced, but I need you to come in stronger. The help is there. I feel like my Geminis right now, y'all need help. Look at the bird in the top. I don't know if that's a hawk, right? You're gonna put it as a hawk. That bird is also up there to assist you. But this person, like your thoughts are stronger than what you can handle right now. So the reality is that it's time for you to just surrender. Surrender to the shift. Surrender to you really believing that you are meant to be here, that you are, and this is not for everybody. I know there's some of you that are like, okay, well, this is not me. Fine. Go look at your moon and your rising in another space. But there's a lot of Geminis right now that are going through this huge dark moment. Even the background. Look at the background of the trees. And it's Scorpio season, so I get it, right? But I need you guys to get the fuck up. I really do. I've never seen my Geminis like this. I need y'all to get up. And the Nine of Swords is like you're almost there, but you've been going. Some of y'all been going through this for the last 9 months. But the Nine of Swords is like you seen the fairy. The fairy's like, I got you. Get up. Even if the fairy's little, what it's saying is that even a little bit of help is going to assist you to move into a new direction. All you need is a new direction right now. A new direction to acknowledge that you belong here, that your thoughts are not what they are, as far as the illusion version of it, the negative part of it, the one that says you're not enough, the one that says that, again, I'm keep hearing, oh, I don't belong here. Yes, you fucking do. You wake up every fucking day. You read looking at me right now. Look at that. You have Arcana. So your ancestors are assisting you at this current time to flourish. Look at this lady right here. From this to this, your ancestors are saying, act like you belong here. Act like you're a leader. We're showing you to stand up for yourself. Like this is dark in the background, but here you can see that the light is there. You're even being guided. I don't know for some of you if you're into bats. That's not for everybody, but see if maybe the bat is your animal totem, and you can figure out how you can channel the energy of a bat to, become the best version of yourself. How can a bat assist you? I also feel like bats, they're they are awake in the nighttime. So maybe the nighttime can assist you in overcoming some of these shadow moments for you, right? Not where you're doing the escapism, but where you're actually looking at your patterns and saying, oh shit, this is what I'm doing. Let me change it. I feel like the nighttime is a great time for you to reflect as well. But your ancestors right now is saying, we're here to help you become the best version of yourself. I need you to, yes, the arcana is starting with the Fool and ending with the World card, right? So what they're saying is, yes, you're going through this journey, and as you go through this journey, you're gonna end in an amazing space. But allow yourself to go through this journey, and as you are allowing yourself to go through this journey, you will overcome it. But let us help you. You're not alone. Some of you guys do believe in fairies. I don't know. Maybe you got a fairy friend. Acknowledge that fairy friend. I know this reading is different. All right, we talk about shadows now. Acknowledge that fairy friend so that they can assist you. But I do feel like it goes back to having unseen energies guide you, because you're not trusting. This also talks about not trusting humanity right now, not trusting a human, not trusting, family members, or even, like I said, I'm saying, oh, go to therapy, but I don't even trust that. So it's like, who are you going to be trusting to get you out of this? Because the realities is you have to continue to trust yourself that you can get out of this, because you're not trusting anybody else. Gemini. Oh my gosh. Hey. Hi. I feel like start with the 5 things that I'm grateful for, Gemini. Oh, there's a card here that doesn't want to get up. All right. 5 things that you are grateful for. I do believe it's I have a 30-day gratitude challenge that you can start off with. I do feel like something needs to shift in your subconscious mind, because you acting like everything's all good and dandy, and people's not going to be asking you, oh, how you doing, because you're still acting the same way. But deep down in your house, you're crying. You're depressed. And that's not everybody, but this is a shadow one. So a situation magically improves. Thank you, Spirit. Why do I want to start crying? Stop. Miracles happen. Miracles happen. It says it right there. Look. Where you at? A situation magically improves. That's what I feel like. I feel like the guidance here is to trust. You see that little fairy right there? That little fairy gave me hope that you are trusting something. All right. I don't know. Say a prayer. You want me to assist you? I can. I have services for you. I need you to go ahead and trust something or someone. Say a prayer. Take a salt bath. All right. Pink Himalayan salt. Put it in the motherfucking cup. Throw that shit on yourself. Speak life into yourself. I do feel like there's a moment where you are going to see the light. But I need you to get up, Gemini. With that, a situation magically improves. I know that you're going to be okay. I just needed to make sure you was going to be okay, because I could feel it. You guys are going through it. Cancer. I'm sending y'all so much love, Geminis. I'm happy that things are going to turn out well for you. Cancer, sun, moon, and rising. Cancer, you have Jupiter in your sign, so everything that you're feeling is multiplied. And it's going to be there until June of 2026, which means that Again, everything that you put your mind to is going to be amplified. So if you're in the negative mindset, pow, it expands. If you're in the positive mindset, pow, it expands. You understand what I'm trying to say? I need y'all to get the fuck up too. I need y'all to get up, and I need y'all to recognize and acknowledge that Jupiter is in Cancer, which means that Jupiter is helping you. It's not coming back for the next 12 years. All right. So all these miracles and beautiful, benevolent abundance that it's bringing, how are you taking advantage of this? Shadow, acknowledgement. The Three of Coins, money. Some of y'all worried. Y'all worried about abundance. The shadow for you guys, Cancers, is where my money at. I'm seeing that you guys are worried about not only finances but self-worth. Some of you guys, the shadow part of you is not acknowledging your beauty, not acknowledging what you have to offer, right? What you have to bring to the table, right? Some of you guys may have settled. I'm hearing some of you guys may have settled for a job, settled for a partner, settled for a living situation that you didn't. My sister gave me this. It's called the Boom Boom Nasal Stick. Hold on. So breathe life. This is not a commercial. All right. So I also feel like my Cancer, not me doing that. Y'all know I take everything into heat. So are y'all breathing okay? What's going on with y'all breath work? Some of y'all got asthma. What's going on? I need y'all to do some breath work, right? To center yourself. But I do feel like acknowledge your finances. Do my Cancers ever have a financial plan? Do you guys have a trajectory of how much you want to make a year? What's going on with that? I'm hearing that many of you guys are just working, and uh, this is what you want to get, but this is what you're getting. I feel like you're getting the bare minimum when it comes to your abundance, and you're trying to get to the big coins. But the thing about that is you're not acknowledging your finances, your patterns, your financial patterns, your how you circulate your money, right? What you call expensive, what you call spending, right? There's a shift of the way you talk about money that is going to assist you to get out the shadow energy. But for you, my Cancers, you feeling like there's not enough, you don't have enough money. That's where it's coming from. Your shadow is the money aspect. And I feel like I'm always going to be sharing this. Always. I don't know until I don't say it anymore. We need to make we need to create a beautiful relationship with abundance, with money, because money is air. Money came with us and during our birthright. So that does mean that we have to create the same way we create a relationship with our significant other, uh, um, with our friends, with our children, with our boss. It's the same way we have to do with money. And I know it'd be sounding crazy because it's like, oh, look at this. Look at my relationship with money. All right, I got checks here. All right, I even got $1 bill here. I got a $2 bill here. I write letters because money is my lover. And not in an obsessive way, but in a way where I'm acknowledging it. So I feel like you guys are not acknowledging money. You're just letting money slide, right? Like even this is looking like money is sliding, money is sliding, money is sliding. So pause, look at your financial patterns. And as you look at your financial patterns, you can get up there, but you're not looking at your financial patterns. Even them, they're not even looking at what they're doing. They're just like, I feel like it's just like passing. And then what I've noticed with a lot of Cancers is that they enjoy going to a new job, learning a new skill, right? They enjoy conversing with people, they enjoy helping people change their life. But for whatever reason, they cannot ground on one job, one career, one talent, right? And I'm not saying you have to do one thing. Pick something for now. I used to be like that. I used to want to do everything at one time. And what I would do, I learned I'm going to do this for now, and then I'm going to master it, and then I'm going to move on to the next thing. Right? So this is that energy as well. Master something and then move on to the next thing. But master that with the intentions of thriving, not just to learn. Oh, I learned this, now I know this. No, thrive in there. One of my professors in college expressed to me, don't just be the McDonald's worker, be the store manager, be the one that owns a franchise. So if you're going to do something, be the best of it. And that this is what I'm getting for you here. Your shadow is telling you to acknowledge your patterns when it comes to your finances and your self-worth, because they all pair up. If you don't feel like you're worthy of receiving $10,000 a month, then guess what? If you don't feel it, then you're not going to get it. So there's this, even though y'all water signs, I'm not also getting sometimes how y'all don't dive into that. I'm just saying, y'all be all up in other people's business. Be in your business. Dive into the feeling of having money. Dive into the feeling, even if it's not there. Dive into that feeling of being rich, because that propels your confidence. That propels the exchange. Let's see what your ancestors are saying. Hey, God. All right, what's she saying? Mother Peace deck. No, the decks is the Beloved deck, the In Between Tarot, and the 1111 Oracles. Somebody said do a white bath. Yes. And then pray to St. Clair. She helps a lot with mental health. Thank you. Cancer rising. I just healed from a cold through. Okay. Cancer rising too. Oh my gosh, guys. You got this. You got this. You got this. Especially y'all. Y'all already know. Light up them candles. And it's consistency. But the reality is, we have to write it on paper. Whatever you guys are going through, write it on paper. As far as like, this is what I desire, write it down. Because I feel like you guys need to see it consistently. My Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. All right, what your ancestors are saying. Kindred. So, oh, okay. So your ancestors is helping you master surrounding yourself with your tribe and like-minded people. I feel like, again, with my cancers, you guys do help people out. You guys are for the people, but I also feel like you guys hermit a lot and you guys come back home. And I get it, again, because you out there helping people and emotionally balancing people out. Y'all balance people out that y'all don't even know how this happened. That's how it ends up. You on the train and all of a sudden, well, if you take the train, I'm here in New York. You're somewhere in the store and somebody is telling you about their whole life and you ain't even asked them. And I know that is not just cancers, but majority of the time, cancers are the ones that are holding in a lot of our bullshit and our emotional baggages. So with that being said, your ancestors are guiding you towards people that are going to be supportive. You see how they're holding hands? You see, the thing about it with my cancer, speak the fuck up. Speak up and call out that community that's going to support you, because I know that my cancers be feeling alone, that nobody's there for them. But that's because you don't speak the fuck up. You don't speak up. You don't, you let people in, but don't let people in, if that makes any sense. And y'all know that y'all do that because I have a lot of cancer friends. My cancer friends, they be going through it, but they don't say shit. Find that community, because how are you going to overcome this if you're not? This is what we're doing this reading for, so that you can speak up, so that you can look for that assistance. So your ancestors are guiding you towards the people that's going to help you. So don't feel offended if somebody is helping you with your finances, but you scared that they're going to see who you truly are. All right. And then your self-worth as well. Surround yourself with people that's going to make you feel like, allow yourself to feel like yourself, to be who you are, be authentic, to be the person to wear whatever it is that you desire. Your ancestors are bring you back into that healing circle, that community. So be open for that. Maybe some of my cancers, y'all gonna travel somewhere, and as y'all travel somewhere, that's how y'all gonna meet your tribe of people. Cancers, y'all be having friends though. Hey, esto, hold on. All right. While you on, if you guys are on here, can y'all give me a like? I appreciate you. Spiritual guidance. What is it, Cancer? What you got? I feel like if some of you guys join spiritual community, things are going to advance for you guys. The most physical thing I feel like you guys need to do is honestly writing that love letter to money and acknowledging what your desires are, what your trajectory is when it comes to abundance, and then self-worth, getting those affirmations in. Um, ha! Sleeping Beauty. It says too much sleep. Where's it at? So you guys got, I'm tired of this. There it goes. You guys got too much sleep. So for me, the spiritual advice here is to stop being that person. Open the shades. All right? Because too much sleep means to me that you could not be, you could be avoiding. Oh, what did it say? What patterns are you avoiding? All right? You could be avoiding. So plan your day accordingly, prioritize. All right? Oh, what do you mean I'm getting too much sleep? I'm tired. Yeah, no. A lot of times we're tired of being tired. And this is what this is saying. Stop being tired of being tired. Get up and do something about it. All right? Sneak some time to actually take care of your responsibilities. And can't make this up. So the advice here to move from pain to purpose is to not escape when you're not using sleep to escape from your responsibilities. Well, Cancer. Well. All right. Leo. I met a dog named Leo yesterday. Yes. I'll do that because I'm still thinking what hobbies to start, especially now that I open it again. I've been lighting up a tea candle with money oil made with the help of loose and the money powder from Maharaja Spiritual Luxury. Yep, do the work. Gabby, you always doing the work. I'm glad that you things are working out. All right. Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What's your shadow? Ooh. Your shadow here is, again, we're talking about patterns, right? So you have the wheel. The wheel is acknowledge that your path is not what it was, what you thought it was. Acknowledge that your path has shifted. Acknowledge that the roads were dusty when you were heading towards where you were heading. And in a way, there was an interference here, right? This is your spirit guides letting you know, like, hey, that's not the road that we desire for you to go through. And we are grabbing you, right? We bring an imbalance and we're going to be guiding you towards that light. So I do feel like some of you guys saying a quick prayer to your spiritual team, you can get realigned into the path that you because all right, so there's just two things that's coming up. Where I thought I was supposed to go and where I felt like I knew I was supposed to go. If Does that make sense? Some of you guys made a plan of saying this is the route that I desire to go, and then in between you knew where you were supposed to go. So it's like you still went that route where you knew you wasn't going to grow. And now spirit is like, nah, we need you to get out that pattern. You have fun? No problem. Now let's move you over here. What pattern is that? That's going to be up to you. Is it, did you choose a job that you knew that wasn't going to be fruitful, and now it's time for you to go to a job that is going to be fruitful? Did you just go for the skills? Is it a relationship that you knew that it wasn't going to go anywhere and you still went down that route? And now it's like, okay, it's time to let it go, right? Here is like getting out of the confusion. Getting out of the confusion for you, my Leos, all right? I mean, your angels is a little mad, like, oh, she a little aggressive up here. Like, right? And that's you. That's you right there, starting from scratch. All right? So here, acknowledge that your path is being shifted, right? Even the way that you're thinking. And this is in a more positive direction. Your negative Nancy thoughts and doubtful Dans are being shifted, and they want you to acknowledge that you don't have to hold on to those thoughts, and you don't have to hold on to that specific plan anymore. It's time for you to let that plan dissolve and accept that there's a shift coming in for you, right? Because the wheel with the 10 is like, all right, that cycle is over. So acknowledging that your cycle in that path is over. What that path is, you gotta tell me. Because again, it hits in different areas of our lives, right? It could be the cycle of abundance for you. It could be the cycle of your education. Like, oh, I'm no longer going to consider myself being a person who doesn't have a degree. So I'm going to shift now, and I'm going to accept that even at the age that I'm at, I'm going to still try to get a college degree. All right, that's an example. But for the most part, they really just want you to know that there's a change coming in. And if you don't acknowledge that that shift is coming in, this could be a cycle that you can get stuck in, because there's a new cycle coming in for you. What are your ancestors helping you master? All right, we in Leo, okay? Leo, sun, moon, and rising. Bohemian. Right. Why would this? It's just, they be making me laugh, right? We got Bohemian and we got this dusty situation happening. And a Bohemian to me is someone who is free, someone who. So your ancestors are basically asking you to let your guards down, let go of some of those belief systems that you were raised with, and acknowledge your age now, acknowledge your path, right? That journey that you took to get where you're at now. Hold on, because I got, you know how they be doing. Acknowledge the path that you have taken, and allow yourself to be more free. Allow yourself to be more of yourself, so that you can be able to flow into. I feel like for my Leos right now, your shadow is really helping you acknowledge your patterns, so that you can learn how to release some of the blockages and just flow into your current mission, right? Your current destiny. You guys know my Leo, sun, moon, and rising. Y'all know where y'all. Some of y'all already know where y'all need to be. Because this right here is telling me that you had a plan, so you know where you needed to be, and you drifted off of that. So they like, and so your ancestors is like, come on over, baby. We're helping you. Meditation is going to be great for you. Again, I see this butterfly. When you allow yourself to be more in the space of knowing that the change is coming, you're going to allow yourself to, I feel like, fly. I'm saying it. I don't care. I'm saying it all today. You feel like you're flying better. Leo, what's up? What's up with that? Why y'all got me saying this? All right. But for the most part, meditation is really going to help you guys out. Oh, I don't meditate. Walk. Oh, it's cold. Wear a jacket. Oh, I don't have time. If I told you, meet me here and I'm going to give you $100, will you meet me? Stop telling me you don't got time. Everybody has 24 hours in a day. So this right here, your spirit guides really want you to acknowledge it. How do you acknowledge your spirit guides? Again, honestly, just sitting for 5 minutes and focusing on just letting them know, like, hey, this time is for y'all, is good enough for them. They just, our spirit team, our ancestors, they just want to know that we have space for them, right? We're not on our phones. We're not distracted reading a book. We're not listening to music in the background or anything like that. Or maybe you are listening to music. I don't know. Music with no words is better, obviously, right? But for the most part, give us some time. Give us some time and we'll give you time. And this is what they're saying to you, Leo. All right, let's see what the spiritual guidance. I know it can feel like a turmoil right now, Leo. But that's why they coming to pick you up, baby. Get off that dusty wagon, baby. Ooh. Okay. Regret. They want you, the spiritual advice here is to let go of regret. Let go of regret. Again, coming from what I just said, feeling like, oh, I was down this path and I was supposed to be here, da, 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 da. I regret this, I regret that. Let all that shit go. The spiritual advice here to move from pain to purpose, let go of the regret. Let's acknowledge, ho'oponopono, I love you. I love you. Please forgive me. Thank you. And I'm sorry. Right? Yourself. Let go of the regret. A lot of times we have to acknowledge that, yes, we could have avoided all of this, but were we meant to avoid all of this? Because if not, then we would have never went down that path. Oh, but I could have went there, and you didn't. So therefore, acknowledge that. Put the regret to the back. Right? Put the regret to the back because you went through it already. So let that go. Let the regret go. Because that's just gonna keep you worried. If am I on the right path? Am I on the wrong path? Is this the right relationship? Is not the right relationship? Is this the right boss? Is this not the right boss? Is this the right spiritual group or not the right spiritual group? Let it go. So for my Leos, it's more about y'all more worried about your path. But what's your pattern? What are you doing on a daily basis? Are you calling in your desire on a daily basis? Are you acting like what you're calling in? Are you calling in richness? Are you acting rich? If you're calling in love, are you acting as if you are loved? Because some of us are calling love, but we still in the corner like, oh, nobody loves me. But you're calling in love. All right. Virgos. Where we at? All right. Virgo, sun, moon, and rising. What are we acknowledging? The Chariot. To move forward, there's a lot of maybe in the past couple of months, you guys been a little bit stagnant. Virgos, right? Okay. Look at Leo coming into Virgo shit. Leo said, "What? Wait, did you finish with me?" Yes, I did. So when I see this and I see the Chariot, with the whole candle going on here, whatever, I feel like you guys are not allowing yourself to reflect as much, right? Your guides is saying, yes, all right, I gotta be careful because my Leos, y'all be writing things down, y'all be color coding shit and stuff like that. So I know that y'all be doing the motherfucking work, all right? So the shadow here is saying, you don't have to do that much to get what you desire, right? So I see here the candles are lit. I see that you're meditating. I see that you probably in a sacred space. And then it's like this enormous alignment that you do to manifest, which is not a problem. But right now, they're asking you to live a little, to be a human, right? I'm not sure what shift has happened, but my Virgos, oh, of course I know. I'm an astrologer. It just popped into my head. The North Node, South Node energy that's happening with Pisces and Virgo, and you guys been in hermit mode. So now the pattern is like get out of hermit mode, right? I know the Chariot is moving forward, but I'm with this image is hermit mode. All right. There's been a lot of by myself moments, and they want you now to go out there and actually be practical with your by yourself moments, because you guys are we the people. But I get it. I get it. I know why you guys took time for yourself, but now with that, it's like, okay, get back out there. There's something about integrating, right? Integrating everything that you have learned ever since the Virgo South Node energy. I feel you guys, Virgos. So here's like whatever you picked up. Let's move forward with whatever you picked up during meditation. Let's move forward with your spiritual shift. Let's move forward with the shift that you have made from one job to the next. Let's move forward from that. Let's not stay stuck here. Let's take that and move forward with it. Your shadow is you know what I mean? All right, I'm done. Virgo be doing the work, so it's like, okay, Virgo. I also feel for the other part of you guys who are not. I feel like some of you guys are not tapping into your spirituality. So it's the reverse. Get into that. You might have been escaping, tapping inward. So therefore, allow yourself to tap inward. So for those of you who's like, oh, I have been out there, then it's the opposite for you, baby. And for those of you who are like, oh yeah, you're right, I haven't been out there. And when I mean out there, reminding you that you rule the sixth house. So you are everyday. So whether you want to or not, everyday connection is important for you. Serving is important for you. Serving the right community is important for you. What your ancestors are saying. Right. Wholesome. Look at her. Your ancestors are guiding you to master you, knowing that you came on earth being whole. So yes, this brings you into alignment, but at the end of the day, always reminding yourself that we are already aligned. So your ancestors are going to continue to remind you that you have all of the knowledge already, that you have the wisdom, that you have the spiritual gifts in alignment. Are you going to allow yourself to know that you don't need to go this deep all the time to feel like this? So basically what I'm getting here with your ancestors is acknowledge your patterns, but don't feel like you're not whole. Don't feel like, oh, if I don't do this, then the version of myself is not gonna come to reality. That version of myself. No, it is. It's a matter of, I'm hearing, taking the key and opening the door to allow yourself to walk through. Because look, she's even walking through. All right. They're sick of you. Character build up. Yes. All right. So I really enjoy this for y'all. For some of you, I'm even getting shift the way you are dressing. Feel like your spirit guides want you to be more like elegant, more fashionable. I feel like many of y'all, excuse me, for those of you who are fashionable, I'm not talking to you. But for others of you, there's also this energy of upgrading into that king and goddess mode. All right. So tap into your ancestors. They letting you know if you feeling like, oh my God, I don't feel like myself. Who am I? Your ancestors like, let me remind you. I also feel like for my Virgos, if you're into lighting up candle, light up a white candle for yourself. Write your name on your candle, your date of birth on the candle, and just let that candle represent who you are. So that you can feel, hey, when I light this candle, I feel whole. When I light this candle, I know it's going back to lighting up a candle, but I feel like that's gonna help some of y'all out. All right. So it says wish, dare to dream. The guidance here is to really, all right, my ladies. I'm good. I'm trying. Don't come at me. Dare to dream with 1111. All right. If you are seeing 1111, make sure that you set your intentions during that time. But what I'm also getting here is some of y'all are scared to allow your dreams to come true. So the spiritual guidance here is you've already, some of you, like I said, some of you already went internal and know what you desire and have aligned your business, have aligned your career. Yet you don't feel like you belong there. You feel like a imposter. You feel like, which, right? That's what you call that? An imposter. The imposter syndrome. Yes. But your spirit guides is like, you're not dreaming. You're not allowing yourself to dream big enough. And this is why it feels like it's not you. You got to go big. If you say you wanted to build a business and get $10,000 a month, go bigger. What they say? Life is your canvas, baby. All right. I think now it's time to eat the banana. No, because y'all got me on here. Ooh, it's 11. I've been on for 1 hour and 11 minutes. Okay. Libras, right? Okay. You're so welcome. I appreciate you guys. This reading is different, right? I'm going to come with more of these readings. It's Scorpio season. They activated me. Well, my hair looks like that. Y'all don't be telling me about my hair, bro. Y'all also don't care. I know. Whatever. I'm still cute. Half a banana. Half the zodiac sign. Let's go. Who's next? Go. Go. Mm, mm. I be telling Spirit, y'all be picking the right person for this because the hell. All right, Libras, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Shadow patterns. What's up? The Knight of Cups. Libra, the shadow here is all right, so we have the Knight of Cups. When I see the Knight of Cups, so the one thing that I'm seeing is you're not connecting your masculine and your feminine energy together, right? I feel like sometimes maybe you could be too much in your masculine or too much in your feminine. This is what this card is talking about. Look at your patterns. Are you doing a lot or are you resting a lot? Or how are you combining both of those together, right? Where you work, but then you take your rest. Where you have time for other people, but you also have time for yourself. I feel like your shadow patterns right now are asking you to look at where is the balance. Where is the balance? Are you leaving your dreams behind to help other people, right? Your shadow is saying you can see what other people are doing, but are they also helping you? So I feel like this is energy of you doing, and not doing for you. You doing for others, but not for you. So look at your patterns. They want you to start truly recognizing if you are taking care of yourself, right? And are you taking care of your emotions, right? Cups is about emotions. So are you ignoring your emotions to help others? Are you ignoring your emotions to stay at that job? Are you ignoring yourself? And that's the shadow part. I felt that. You got the angels there. So yes, I know for some of you, angels, archangels, birds, messages, you guys are like, it's okay, I can take care of myself, but there's this balance that is calling in. With him, with his back turned, it's like if you turn your back on yourself, so is everybody else. That's what this message is saying. Look at the patterns. If you're turning their back on you, then expect other people to turn their back on you too. All right. Um, what are your ancestors helping you master? All right. You say you like this because you need to be called out. You know, I know I was gonna come rough, but we might get this every month. Let me not talk. Let me see what they say. Because my spirit guides is the one that run. If they ever be like, oh, shut it down, ancestors, addiction. All right, that does make sense, right? They're helping you master moving away from what addiction looks like to you, right? It doesn't have to be like this guy where he has alcohol and things like that. But look at, if you're the Libra that uses substance, look at your patterns. They're helping you release that so that you can be able to bring more of that balance into your life, right? So is there people around you that have addiction, or do you have an addiction? Do you have an obsession, right? Right. So look at the pattern. So your ancestors is helping you master releasing that addiction. And it can be, again, as easy as binge watching on Netflix. That could be an addiction. And addiction is something that we continuously do over and over and over again. And we kind of like don't know how to stop it. Right? Like 10 o'clock at night, we binging on Twinkies and chips every night. After a while, is that an addiction? Oh, I'm not addicted. I just like my snacks at night. Every night for the last 10 years. Right? And a lot of times when we are paying attention to other people, we don't pay attention to ourselves, which means that we don't pay attention what our patterns are and what we are addicted to. When your ancestors assist you in mastering that, you have time and space to bring more, again, of that balance of what you desire. Because, yes, addictions also take up space in our lives, take up time, right? If we enjoy drinking, yes, we can be functional drinkers, we could be functional coke heads, right? Meth heads. No, let's talk about it. Because I've worked with people who, let me not say coke heads. All right. I'm sorry, I'm from the hood. Those that use cocaine, that use meth. My apologies, y'all. The hood came out. And we could be functional. Because I've worked with people who were on coke in Pathmark when it was available. And that man would do that whole hour in a hot second. And he had a job, all right? So with that being said, we could be functional and not feel like we have a problem. So when do we recognize that, Libras? Because I got stories. What y'all want? I live in the city of PTSD. New York, you will see it all. Don't tell me nothing. All right. I done seen fiends in love on the train. Actually, I got a picture, but I don't know if I should. I do. I be taking low key pictures on the train because I'm like, yo, that's real love. Y'all may not look at it as real love. I look at it as real. I don't care if they on drugs. They love each other. I don't care. They would do anything for each other. I've seen them hugging up. All right, the guidance. Hmm. Are you repetition? Are you stuck in a cycle? We have addiction. We have repetition. So the guidance here is to again acknowledge that cycle. Wow, they're asking you. Your spirit guides, as an advisor, are asking you because they know you already know the answer. Are you stuck in a cycle? Right. Again, this is not for everybody. Take what's for you. All right. Oh, I'm not stuck in a cycle. Then this is not for you. Are you stuck in a cycle? What is that cycle? Acknowledge that cycle. Is that cycle you paying attention to other people, you being there for other people and not being there for yourself? Right? Is there an emotional cycle? Are you dating the same people in different bodies? The same energy in different bodies? What is the cycle? So acknowledge the cycle. Once you acknowledge the cycle, all we can do from there is what? Break it or continue it. So what we doing? All right. Who we moving towards? Libras. Then we have Scorpios. Scorpio season. Scorpios. All right, hold on. Well, my Scorpios is coming with because y'all be. By the way, yes, because I'm always gonna be promoting her. Bad mind repellent. Go get that shit. That helps out a lot. Keep all the negativity away. All right. Maraja spiritual luxury. My bad. My spirit guys are like promoting who? Maraja spiritual luxury. Go look her up. All right. All right. Scorpios. Y'all work a lot on y'all shadows. So let's see what's up. Y'all work on y'all shadows. And like y'all make us work on our shadows. How about that? Ooh, the Fool. Ooh. All right. So your spirit guides want you to acknowledge that that's it. You guys have been working on yourself. You've been going deep. You've been doing what you have to do, and you got the Fool card. All right. So what excuse do you have? Nothing is honestly, they're saying nothing is really blocking you right now. The blockages that you're creating, acknowledge that there's no blockage. The blockage that you're creating are the ones that you desire to create because you recognizing that you've done enough of the work. No, the work is never completely done until we die, right? I could talk to y'all like that. But for the most part, with the Fool, it's like, let it go. Look, right there, reach for, first and foremost, you got all the elements there. So they're saying with all the elements assisting you to get away from this shadow pattern, whichever one that is for you. Many of you have been lighting candles to get rid of those thoughts and feelings and bring them in, like transforming and transmuting, those thoughts and feelings. Because you guys are not getting rid of it. You're transmuting and y'all are alchemists at this shit. You feel me? So with that being said, I think you guys need to do that breathing thing too. Take deep breaths. That's the fourth sign. Yeah, I have to do some breath work. The new moon in Scorpio is coming in for you September. What? No, October. What did y'all go through in September and October? Because that just came up, and that's not what I wanted to say. So acknowledge what you overcame in September and October. All right, because that's really gonna help you. Because that's really gonna help you notice that you've done a lot of the work. Because what I feel is like this blindfold right here is making you feel like, oh, there's still so much heaviness that I have to go through and that I have to release. And it's just like, bro, you're not seeing that you dropped the bag? You've been dropped the bag, bro. You dropped it already. Let it go. Step into the new version of yourself. Yet you've done enough shadow work. That's what they're saying to you. Let's see what your answer is. I like that for you. I really do. I really do. I'm not gonna lie. So y'all should become a lot of my Scorpio Sun, Moon, and Rising. Y'all should become shadow work um, counselors and shadow work practitioners. Yes, y'all can. What's your ancestors saying? Beloved. See, perception. It's how you looking at things. We're helping you look from a different lens. Your ancestors is here to guide you and see things from a different lens, which makes a lot of sense, right? Because here you're blocking yourself from seeing that you've done enough shadow work, and they're like, you did the work. Stop playing with yourself. Look at it from a different perspective. Again, look at the wings. Look at the jewelry. Like you're even wearing black here. Typical Scorpio energy. And then you smiling like you know. Stop stop playing with me, Scorpio. Oops, sorry. You know that it's time for you to move past that. All right. So your ancestors are coming here to again shift your perspective on things. Take off the blindfold. Look at it from the lenses that your ancestors is giving it to you, right? Give a little prayer, ask for a sign, right? Y'all know I'm always gonna give y'all different individual ways. Y'all can't fuck with me, bro. I'm gonna give y'all different ways to connect. And then even the other day, I even thought like even people who say that they don't believe in anything, you believe in waking up every day, so you're lying. You have faith that you're gonna wake up the next day, whether if it's subconscious, if it's conscious or unconscious. So those that be like, "Oh, I'm an atheist," you believe in nothing. You still believe in something. I don't care. Anyway, so with that being said, let's get to it, Scorpio. Let's jump back into your magic. Stop letting the illusion stop letting the shadow illusion bring you down because it's not there, baby. At least not for right now. Now, if you begin to create it, right, again, the illusion, then that's going to be up to you. But they're here to tell you, change that mindset. That's it, baby. Where the excuses at? You know, my other ones, you know, they got cycle to break, you know what I mean? But you here to help us with this reading. How about that? The advice. Accept, first of all, look, accept healing. Your advice is a full recovery is coming. So what's up? So what's up? Venus is in Scorpio right now. Mercury went into Sagittarius. Venus in Scorpio. The sun is in Scorpio. What's up? No. Tell me. There's a lot of power right now to help you step into this, into your full healing recovery. Accept the healing. Accept it. Some of us really desire, like, the pain is the only thing that we can address ourselves with. So when it's not there anymore, and we have actually done the work, which you guys do the work, you don't know what to hold on to. What are people gonna feel bad for me for? What are there's a lot of things that we have to let go when we don't have that pain anymore, and that's where you're at. Like, that's it. That's it, mama, papa. I don't want to hear excuses. Like, what? Like, huh? I don't want to hear excuses. Yes, Cardi B. I listen to her. I like that. All right, Sagittarius. Good job, Scorpio. Scorpios are doing the work. So, Gabby. Yeah. You heard what they said, Gabby. That's it, Gabby. You're done. Do what you got to do. You got all of the knowledge. All right, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you got the Ace of Cups. And the Eight of Cups, they're asking you to acknowledge and accept time alone. You're not lonely, Sagittarius. You're not lonely at all. It's not about people don't love me. They want you to learn how to love being by yourself. Sun, moon, and rising. They want you to learn and acknowledge that when you are on your own, as far as taking care of your emotions, right? Because this is cups, taking care of your emotions on your own, you're then able to share yourself with others. But if you don't acknowledge your emotions and the patterns within your emotions, because you're always with somebody else, you're always in a relationship, or you're always trying to figure out why this person doesn't like you, or why this person is not talking to you. There's a lot of I'm getting this a lot of acknowledgement of what other people think about you, Sagittarius. So one of the patterns that they're asking you to let go of is stop worrying what other people think about you, and the other one is letting go of the pattern of letting go of the pattern. I'm hearing letting go of the pattern of how you show up in relationships, because you're shifting, and the version of you that was here 5 years ago is not the version of you that is here now. So they want you to acknowledge what has shifted. And yes, there is a time frame where you're being asked to be with self. That doesn't mean that you're going to be lonely for the rest of your life. You're not going to have no friends. Your family ain't never going to talk to you. That's not what it means. But for many of you guys, you really don't know what it feels like to just be in your own energy. And you're being guided towards that because obviously you see, not obviously, excuse me, you see the light in the back. The light in the back is giving that, again, that acknowledgement, that awareness. So be aware of that. And as you can see, she's fishing. So, and look, and she got a fish. So it's not like you by yourself and nothing is happening. Things are happening for you in this current moment. I also feel like a lot of my Sagittarius, you guys, like, in order to, and that's not all of you. So if it doesn't resonate, don't. I gotta keep saying that because some of you, I can hear y'all. I can hear y'all. Some of you, oh, that's not me. Fine. Then the message isn't for you. Y'all share a lot of y'all abundance. Y'all share a lot of, and there's nothing wrong with sharing, but I also feel like it's like, for example, you get a bag of clothes, right? You get gifted a bag of clothes, but you're always giving people clothes. You still take that bag of clothes and you still give it to other people rather than to just keep that bag of clothes for yourself. So there's energy here of keeping some things for yourself, and then check that pattern out. What is yours and what's not yours? Right? See if that resonates. But I do feel like one of the things is learning how to be accepting yourself being alone. Because remember, we're never alone. But if we don't have somebody physical there, there's always some entity roaming around, lurking. All right, what your ancestors are saying. Me sneezing. Oh, yesterday, purging all the gunk. That's right. And this weather doesn't make it any better. See? Martyrer. Like sacrificing. Your ancestors is showing you stop sacrificing yourself for others. Like that makes a lot of fucking sense. Look at what I was saying with all the people. All the people are there. And that's all the people that, everything that you're carrying, right? But then who's walking next to you? Let me know. Let me know who's walking next to you. All right? It's time for you to stop sacrificing yourselves for others. Your ancestors is showing you that you don't have to sacrifice yourselves for others anymore. At this current time, master sacrificing for yourself, for your children, if you have anything. I mean, heck, I'm sorry, but not even for your significant other. There's, in a sense, take these words, tread lightly. What for you specifically now? Even if you're in a relationship, what does it feel like to just take care of yourself? Many of us jump into these titles, Sagittarius, and I feel like you guys are in these titles and you're not coming back to self. So there's a lot of sacrificing that you're doing. So your ancestors is helping you master not sacrificing your time and your energy for other people anymore. At least for right now. What happens later? We don't know. Scorpio, stellium heard you loud and clear. All right now. All right, what is the advice? What is the advice for you? Process change. Change is coming. I love that for you. Right? Because again, you're moving from sacrificing yourself for others to being in your energy, being what is it to be alone, right? And I want you to identify, because being alone could be you on a cruise with daiquiris and eating the best food. See, y'all, Aries, we master what it's like to be alone. We are never alone, baby. All right, change is coming for you. Change is coming. So, all right, roll it, move your finger, bow. Change is coming. And then the one that came for you was processing, process change. You see, she has that butterfly there, and you see she's by herself here, right? This is not always for women. This is, male, female, whoever's watching this, right? The main important thing here is that both of them are in a space of processing the difference of not doing too much for others. For those of you, it's the opposite. If you're not doing too much for others, it's time for you to start sharing yourself and not necessarily sacrificing yourself for others, but spending some time with others. Because I do feel like the other side of you are just not sharing yourself at all, and you are over compensating yourself with this solitude energy, but you're more in isolation. That had to come out. Process to change. Some of you already done that. Y'all already processed to change. You already know. You build the boundaries for yourself, and now it's time to take action about these boundaries that you build. All right. So it goes both ways. Happy healing. Yeah. I like that. All right, yeah. Who's next? Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and then Pisces. We almost there. All right. Don't forget, like I shared, I do have videos for you guys as far as the 3-month video, so you can check out what's happening in November for you. And then I dropped a November video on all the dates of astrology. I did a podcast, so you guys can look at that. Capricorn. Shadow. Why am I'm feeling like it's going to be something about your emotions? Because I'm feeling like a lot of Capricorns still have yet to tap into that. Y'all still want this dinero. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Talk about dinero. What the did I tell you? You got the Knight of Coins. All right. Here, you guys, the shadow, what they want you to notice, I feel like you and Aries have the same energy as far as you guys are. Well, actually, pause. You're not acknowledging your dreams. You're not acknowledging your dreams. You're not acknowledging your desires. You're not acknowledging even your intentions, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Here, you see how she's pregnant? She's pregnant. She's full of what I feel is full of excitement, full of creativity, but yet she's wishing on a star, right? Wondering where you are. So I feel like even with these dreams that you have written down, you still have not felt like you accomplished a certain financial goal, a certain career goal, right? And so Spirit is asking, what has been your pattern throughout all of that? Have you added some right? There goes the emotion. Have you added some emotion towards these passions, towards these intentions, towards these this creativity. So what I feel with the Knight of Coins is that some of your career and money decisions have to upgrade, right? Not only have to upgrade in your words, right? Because you like, oh, they have to upgrade. It's also talking about how you have to drop some of those dreams and goals if they haven't come into fruition yet, or if you haven't taken steps towards it. Because I feel like she's been pregnant for a while. That's the energy that I got. So it's like these dreams. And then also in the background, you have the horse and the pentacle there. This is a mural. So that's why I feel like it's been a while that she's been thinking about this and dreaming about this, but there's nothing that has been done. So the acknowledgement of the pattern here is to look at your career path, look at your career goals. Are you, because you guys rule the 10th house, so it's like, are you satisfied with how you've been showing up in the public? Is it fulfilling you at this time? There's a sense of fulfillment that's happening here. So are your patterns and your actions on a daily basis fulfilling you? That's what your shadow wants you to look at, so that you can actually be happy and be fulfilled with your decisions. For others of you, she's by herself, right? So for others of you, I feel like the pattern here is, are you letting other people help you? There's people in the background here working, but nobody's really helping her, right? So I know my Capricorns, I like to be boss, 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 but who's helping you bring those dreams into fruition? And one of those shadow patterns is accepting assistance. When some of you accept assistance, even if it's all right, whatever, even if it's personal assistant, I don't know why even if it's a personal assistant, once y'all begin to receive assistance, you guys are gonna watch your intentions, your goals, and your desires take a huge leap. But some of y'all need to accept other people helping you. What your ancestors are saying. What your ancestors. Whoa, you got the Ouija. Well, well, well. You got the Ouija board. Let me. What your ancestors say? Ooh, Capricorn. Listen, I ain't never take this card out. All right. So what I'm getting with this is that there are, for some of you, there's some spiritual, there's a gift. There's a spiritual gift that you have that your ancestors want you to acknowledge to help you gain strength, gain acknowledgement of what you desire to materialize on earth. Again, you guys are earth signs, right? So there's a gift for some of you. And it doesn't have to be like, oh my God, now I'm a psychic, right? Which, by the way, we all are. And we can activate them at any time. It's all about our dedication. So I feel like your ancestors are calling you in so that you can create something big, right? Because I see patterns here. It said, sorry, not pattern, pattern. I see the word pattern here. And I feel like some of you have the idea to make something like again, this is somebody who could be clothing owner. So some of you, they're asking you to recognize how you desire to create a difference in the world. And I know that this is big, but for some of you, you're meant to shift your community. All right. And by shifting your community is by accepting your gifts. And when you accept your gifts, your spirit guides is like, things are going to run much smoother. What does accepting your gifts mean? It just basically means acknowledging that you do see aura, that you do hear something extra, that you do feel something extra. And those feelings and the seeing can guide you to release some of those patterns that's blocking you. You don't have to tell the world that, now you see. It would be nice to have conversations with people, but it doesn't have to be like me. Oh, I could see. I could no. You guys have gifts, so your ancestors are helping you acknowledge that gift. Even if it is something like, oh, I don't know where this came from, but this is what I'm feeling. So they want you to really acknowledge and master that. What gifts? I have a timeless YouTube video. Let me see if I put it in the link. Should I do that now? Because I need that for y'all. Give me 1 second. There's a YouTube video that I have that's timeless that helps um with figuring out what gifts are being heightened at this time. And it's timeless. I did it like 2 or 3 years ago. So what I'll do is I'll post it in the community so y'all can see it. All right. I feel like that's gonna help you guys out a lot. And for those of you who's like, oh, I'm not ready, fine. But that you talented and you gifted, we all are, and you are just being, they're just letting you know that right now. Oh, well, what if I go to church, then pray? God give visions. Stop playing. Oh, I'm Muslim. Read the Quran. Allah gave visions. Why are you playing with me? All right, what's the spiritual guidance? Are you burnt out? That person looked burned out. Too many ones. Too many ones. So you see him? He's out there fighting. So I feel like my Capricorns is you fighting with yourself. Here's the one that you have. Are you burnt out? Are you burnt out is the one that came out for you. And that's because, um, again, going back to what are you focusing on? Where do you desire to direct your life next? Right? I know a Capricorn right now who is shifting from, and this Capricorn, man, she thrives in every place that she goes to. And she went from moving from one state to the next, right? And when she went into that state, she got paid. All right. I'm snitching. I don't care. She got paid. Right. And now she took that and now she's moving back to where she used to live and she's getting paid more than what she got paid in that state. So why am I sharing this? Because I feel like a lot of times you have to take risk. You have to take constructive risks, right? Especially if you got kids and things like that. But for the most part, I feel like for some of you, there's this risk for my Capricorn Sun, Moon, and Rising that you guys have to take. And in addition to that, a risk in yourself, a risk in believing that you have what it takes to navigate yourself. And and a risk on trusting that other people can also help you and guide you to the next version of yourself. So that when I see, are you burnt out, is that part. The advice here is don't get to be burnt out. Ask for help. It is out there. And this Capricorn that I'm talking about, she packing her shit right now about herself. Stop burning yourself out. You can tell that I love you and I'm passionate because I get aggressive. All right. Who we got? That was Capricorn, Aquarius. Ooh, let's see. I told you I was doing this to be nosy, right? And because I love you. But Aquarius, what's up? Because Pluto went direct. Shout out to my Aquarius friend. She launched her website. All right. I'm gonna post it too. I promote my friends. She does readings. I supported her, got a reading from her. Yeah, listen. Do unto others what you would like to be done to you. Period. Yeah, I don't think I'll be on YouTube liking things and subscribing and commenting because hello, I have a YouTube channel too. Support, baby. Aquarius. Support. The Six of Coins. Community. Aquarius. Ooh, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And this is the thing, right? I will probably have a lifetime to figure this out. Why is it that Aquarius runs and rules the 11th house, right? Yet Aquarius enjoy to be by themselves. Like if they could. And now that I think about it, why is my eyes doing that? Now that I think about it, sometimes I feel like that Cancer energy here. I don't know. I feel like Cancer should be ruling the 11th house. Focus, my ladies. All right. The Six of Coins. For me, the shadow aspect of you is community. Being able to share yourself with community, right? Sharing yourself. Look at you up. Look at you up there. Look where you at. All the way up there, Aquarius. Watching the community. Yes, you see the coins at the bottom of the terrace or the balcony. It's like, yes, you assisted in the community, you provided for the community, but you watch it from above. The advice here is to acknowledge your patterns when you're invested in the community. Is it conducive? Is it not conducive? Do you even like that community? Is what's being asked for now. Because look, this is a community, and then everybody is in support. Everybody's in support. I don't know. Somebody child is up there too. Again, this town is thriving. The six is harmony. So what they want you to acknowledge is community and harmony for you. And being worthy enough to be in that community. For you, it's not about the abundance, it's not about the money. It's about being worthy to be in that community, to share your gifts and your talents. So again, acknowledge where you live versus where you share your authentic self. I can say for myself, where I live, first and foremost, over here, I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with y'all just to share because this connects with Aquarius. Where I live in the hood, right? Nobody, they can see the way I dress and things like that, that I'm into something spiritual, but nobody knows that I do astrology unless, like, they don't know I have a YouTube page. Over here, they don't know my name. They call me Cuba. All right. Mind you, my name is on Google. They call me Cuba over here. All right. Um, to be honest, it even looks like I don't do anything. Like I'm a nobody. Like I'm somebody who's just a regular hood girl. That's what it looks like. I know that I'm not, but that's how I look in the community because I take my talent to different communities. I just came from uh upstate New York, right? Beacon or something like that. I think that's upstate. I'm not sure. Where I did tarot readings for a whole different community. I'm taking my um talents to a different community. I'm not using it in my community. Not because I don't want to, right? It's because it's not accepted in this community right here, right? So, and people be like, oh, it is accepted. Me. Yes, it's accepted for other people, but for me. And I've been doing this for a while, so that's why I'm sharing that. So I feel like with Aquarius, I need you guys to look at where you live versus where you share your talent. All right. So if you come over here, don't be calling me my ladies. All right. When you're in my space, you gotta call me Cuba. All right. What are your ancestors helping you master? Vanity. Right. All right. So with vanity, I don't feel like y'all there, right? And so they want you to, what I feel with this one, your ancestors want you to master who you are, right? Master who you are, and so that you can be able to show up. Like, are other people looking at you this way? Probably and absolutely, right? However, how do you see yourself? Your ancestors want you to acknowledge who you are versus who others think that you are, right? So if there's a specific, especially the way my Aquarius dresses. Is there a specific way that you want to dress? Do it. All right. If there's a specific way that you want to wear your hair, fuck your age. Do it. Right. You guys are unconventional. You guys are the ones that, um, you know, coming with the woo woo. Coming with the woo woo. Y'all come in looking differently. So with that being said, your ancestors want you to acknowledge that. They want you to really accept yourself for you are, who you who you are, so that when you get into these communities, right? Because I see you being in multiple communities, you come in and you accept it just like that. Again, look how I look how I talk. All right. And when I'm in specific communities, I'm accepted. Heck, where I go, I'm accepted. I mean, you have no choice because I come in bold and loud. Like, it is what it is. Your dog is going to like me. So they want you to build that confidence. So your ancestors are helping you master yourself, master your beauty, master your gifts, your talents, master your inner wisdom. I also see that. And then mastering you loving yourself for who you are, not for how other people see you. And the guidance. We can't make this shit the fuck up, bro. All right. Artificial. No. Am I not going to be able to say this? Artificiality. Artificiality. I'm going to spell it. Oh, my brother's calling me. He's going to have to wait. Artificiality. That's the word. I'm going to show y'all. I don't care. Sometimes I have trouble. But you got to be more authentic. And isn't that what we're talking about here? Being more authentic, being more of yourself. And that is what's going to assist you in moving forward in the community. I feel like you guys, your shadow work is on community and showing up as your authentic self. All right, Aquariuses? What else do we have to say? That's the advice, baby. All right, Pisces. Last but not least, Pisces. Mm, mm, mm. Pisces, sun, moon, and rising. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Those of you on Tickety Talk. And guess what, y'all? Oh, so one of my friends, she was an ex-student, and she became a friend, a really good friend. She is providing me with a box full of oracles and tarot cards. So yes, I will be doing giveaways. All right, because y'all already know I'm gonna go through my decks too. So I might be able to give out 10 decks, maybe even 15. So stay tuned. I'm so happy for that. Pisces, sun, moon, and rising. Shadow, tell me what's your pattern. Oh, the Hierophant. So for you, what they're saying, your shadow, the patterns that you have to look for is union, getting into union, not only with others, but with self. How are you reuniting with yourself after the shift that has happened? The Hierophant, to me, the 5 is about, there's a shift that has happened in your life. And I want to say within, look, let's start. You see that path back there, Pisces? There's a long path that you've been going through in the last 5 months or so. You've been working on recognizing your patterns, right? So what I'm seeing here is union. What does union look like for you? Acknowledge your union patterns, whether that's with work, whether that's with family, whether that's with intimacy, and again, importantly, with yourself. What does that look like? And I'm seeing like remarry yourself. Like, I know some people that do that, where they go and they, buy themselves a ring and marry themselves. This new version of you is asking you to accept that this is the new version of you. So you don't have to think about old versions of you anymore in a way where they are still with you. It's like, that's who I was, and I accept that version of myself, but it's not who I am now. So I do feel like they're asking you to acknowledge again how you have been connecting with other people, sharing yourself with other people, and then really accepting who you are now. Right? And with the Hierophant, it's a major arcana, so I do feel like this this shadow energy, or this pattern is in your face, and then you've been working on it. So I'm proud of you. Oh, thank you. I said it right. Okay, good. All right, what is your ancestor saying? Yeah, because from the Hierophant, it turns into the Lover's card. I do feel like, and this Pisces, you guys have a big heart. You know what I mean? You guys are deeply tapped into your emotions. So I do feel like the shift that you have been going through is bringing you closer to loving who you are, loving your decisions, and actually recognizing who you're bringing into your life. So I'm proud of you, Pisces. You guys come a long way. Yes, Maria, you be part of the giveaways. Your ancestors are teaching you to master being a messenger. So for those Pisces who has been hidden in the corner somewhere, not providing your messages, it's time for some of you to acknowledge that and come out into the limelight. All right. Here's messenger. I feel like some of you have been messenger since you were young, right? Look at the wings. Of course, as we get older, what happens? We end up diminishing, avoiding, and hiding these talents. And as we get older, all it does is continue to surface up and become our shadow. So for those of you who don't want to acknowledge that you're a messenger, that you receive um, guidance for others, that spirit has picked you, and you have said yes in a contract somewhere that you will be providing these messages, they're saying, get to it. I'm seeing different ways that you guys can provide these messages, right? They're teaching you to helping you master your messages. One of the things that you can do is start meditating. Pisces, I don't have to like force y'all to meditate. Y'all don't be on earth anyways. All right. So being able to work with your astral projection, being able to work with your meditation, being able to work with something that bringing in a message is not a one-way street, right? You can talk about your childhood and how you overcame that, and that's being a messenger. You can write one book, and that already is being a messenger. But each and every one of my Pisces, whoever's watching this, you guys have a message to bring out to us into the world, and so your ancestors and your spirit guides are helping you master that. It could just be this one poem that changes the trajectory of somebody's life, and that could be your own life. It could be your family. It doesn't have to be the world. It could be, heck, it could be the person on the bus next to you, and you providing them with a message. Yesterday, there was a young little girl in the store. I knew her mother was not going to get a tarot reading, but I seen it in that little girl. I got her real quick, and I went and I said, hey, listen. And the girl's probably like 6 or 7. I said, your daughter, she's going to be very, she's going to be well known and recognized for her writing. I said, does she do poetry or does she write stories? And the mother was like, oh, yeah, well, she writes. And then the daughter was like, yeah, I could do a lot of projects in school. Yeah. I said, keep it up. You're going to be famous. Me saying that to that 6-year-old, 7-year-old, she's going to remember that. That little black lady in that store, in that witchy store. Because we all remember that weird person that told us something about our lives. All right. What is this? What is the spiritual guidance? Boycott something unhealthy. So you have law of supply and demand. So when I see boycott something unhealthy, it goes back to those patterns that we were talking about earlier. Like if the patterns that you have been in, the cycles that you have been in, have not been working for you, whether that's the spiritual pattern, the intimacy pattern, the friendship pattern, right? The mental patterns, those things are unhealthy if they're not pushing you towards greatness, right? So what they're saying is acknowledge the fucking patterns. Acknowledge what serves you and what doesn't serve you. And when they say boycott, the same way that you will stand outside and be like, oh, more spirituality. I don't know, Pisces. More artwork, more painting, you guys, more creativity, whatever, fighting for the right for humanity is the same way. Boycott your unhealthy thoughts, boycott your unhealthy physical patterns. All right. And the advice is that so that you can be able to move forward and accepting this part of you that's shifting. But I like that messenger because I definitely know that y'all do be having messages. Oh, I was gonna share that I seen some of y'all sharing messages with just words on the screen on TikTok. So if that's you, go ahead and jump on that. And do that shit during Mercury retrograde, because I'm seeing like during Mercury retrograde, a couple of my Pisces, you guys are gonna be able to test things out and see if it works for you. All right, that's an extra message. All right, I'm off this. I love y'all. I'm happy I did this for y'all. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Look at the other videos. And let me post what I said I was gonna post in the community so yeah, y'all could see that video about discovering your spiritual talents. All right. 2 hours and 6 minutes. We off this. You're so welcome.